Hello and welcome back to Keldeo60 Plays. Today, we're playing some more Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia, potentially for one of the last times. Last time I had to cut it off a little quickly, just and abruptly, due to the fact that I have slightly over time for the time I had. I did want to finish the game at least get to the ending of the game last. But that didn't happen, so here we are. We are going to the top after we pretty much dismantled the entirety of Ultra Tower. But, well, our good friend is now blocked. This is all true core computer. This is all true. The incredible machine's power is now level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3. This is all true, this is all true, this is all true. Almia. It's broken. Oh no. Pokemon are running amok. What's gotten into the hippopotamus? What's going on? They seem to be suffering terribly. The incredible machine's power has hit level 3. Its effect is even spreading to Pokemon in the Haruba Desert and Hia Valley. I'm getting a flood of reports of Pokemon going out of control all over Almia. Please let me go to the operation site. I want to help our top rangers. No, I forbid that. Operators must remain here to gather information and inform the rangers. That's an extremely important role in Operation Bright. Ultra Tower isn't the only operation site. Linda, things will be fine. You must have faith in our 4 young top rangers. No. Ah, there is one last door at the top. Ah, well. Well, I'll be. I seem to be all out of business cards. How careless of me. No matter. Ahem. I am Blake Hall, the president of Ultra. From what I've been hearing, this commotion, I understand that it's named Operation Brighton. Brighton, that is my father's name. Though a coincidence, I will consider it a family honor. It's also quite an honor to see someone go through so much to see me. Unfortunately for you, you arrived, shall we say, a smidgen too late. Us holding you up did something good after all. Yes, I would say it's only been minutes since the incredible machine attained full power. Oops. But now its reach extends to the Almia region in its entirety. This brings all the Pokemon in Almia under my full and complete control. They're all mine to do my bidding and my bidding alone. I can have them excavating and mining. I can also use them as cargo transport. Pokemon can be used individually to make electricity, or those that make heat or push great volumes of water can be used to power major electrical plants. Or consider it, if you will, a time of crisis. Or what if we are threatened by outsiders? In such times, it would be hard to argue against using Pokemon as soldiers. Yes, this is the dream energy machine that is fueled by Pokemon. Wouldn't you agree that description is a fitting one? Mr. Hall, sir, Mr. Hall. If I may so, sir, your wise words are but sadly wasted on this uncouth child. Perhaps a light meal will prompt it to leave us be. Listen, child, that dear old Wheeler gives you a light snack for my own satisfaction, really. Now, what will it be, a knuckle sandwich or a judo chop suey? Or, why don't you become my friend snack instead? It's a Bidoof. It's literally a Bidoof. You really think that was gonna stop me? Auto S rank. Oh, very, very odd. But not to worry, let me catch my breath and say hello to another little friend, another Bidoof to take its place. Enough of that. uh, Mr. Holster, I see, indeed. You wish to toy with the child yourself. Child, you should feel privileged. This time your downfall is assured. Quiet, Wheeler. Don't talk anymore. What is this idea of bringing out Bidoof at this point in the proceeding? This isn't Ranger School. By the way, Ranger, I'm sorry, Kellen, wasn't it? Kellen, you don't seem to realize the power of the incredible machine. You failed to grasp the enormity of what it represents. Perhaps it's too much for anyone to truly understand, but everyone will come to accept it when the new dawn arrives. Very soon now, the date will change. Ultra will celebrate its new birth. Let me give you a slight taste of what you can expect. Perhaps I should summon a Pokemon that is worthy of this occasion. A Pokemon that is worthy of ushering in a new age of dark. That said, that Pokemon, no, not it, not now. But this is absolutely wonderful. From here, I have my choice of Pokemon. They are all available for me to summon. Whether they be in herds or alone, they are mine to control as I desire. Gigaramo, Miniramo, no longer necessary. They are Pokemon perfect for you. Spotted it in the Haruba Desert. The development of this enormous machine took exceptional cost and effort. The project only took off when we placed Kincaid as a teacher in the Ranger School. He succeeded in recruiting a genius who appears maybe once in a century. Here we are, the Pokemon from the Haruba Desert. The incredible machine lets me summon any Pokemon I choose. See? Let me introduce you to my Dusknoir. Dusknoir, this ranger has come to join in our celebration. Give our guest a demonstration of our gratitude. Okay. 7 minutes of just talking. Man, I'm glad. Time to catch Dusknoir. Of course. Oh. I'm actually not too sad up. Unlike what you'd think, I hate that I took that. Of course it did. And I hit the wrong thing. The fire should be stopping now. And there's the Dusk Noir captured. I assume because I took so much damage, only probably a B or an A rank. Got it. Quite impressive. You've surpassed your reputation. But don't get too full of yourself. You're sorely mistaken if you think you've won. Don't you understand? I've already won. So long as I had the incredible machine, I can keep summoning Pokemon. Whenever and from wherever I choose, I can summon as many as I wish. It's physically impossible for me to lose. Do you understand now? What? What was that yellow flash just now? What are you hiding from me? It can't be the yellow gem. We are meaning to report earlier, but we failed at protecting it, not thinking that you will be forgiving us. But sir, you having that Pokemon already, so okay, I'm hoping. You blundering oaf. It was crucial that the 3 gems be kept apart from each other. All we needed was to retain one of them, just one. If we keep even one, the Shadow Crystal can't be harmed. Did you not understand that? You incompetents failed to protect the yellow gem or the berry. And now you expect that Pokemon to cover for your repeated mistake? This takes some nerve. You don't even have the courage or the wits to run like the other two. Yes, you do have a lot of nerve to show your face when you failed yet again. But, I'm staying here because I was worrying about you, boss. Silence. Save your worthless concerns. I have no need for underlings now. With the incredible machine, all Almia's Pokemon are my servants. Not a chance. Oh, we can hear you raving even up here. Helen, get ready. We'll put up the finishing touches on Operation Brighton. 3 gems have to be brought close to the Shadow Crystal. Helen, get your yellow gem as close as possible to it. This is it, folks. Director, we're going in. You think that's clever, Rangers? You leave me no choice. That Pokemon will be unleashed. Ah, what fortuitous timing. Midnight has arrived. On All Truth's day of birth, let your presence be shown in all its dark glory. Now, awaken from the darkness. Rise, my dark rock. Staraptor, what's wrong? Calm down. Be calm, Staraptor. Pokemon that stores the energy of darkness within its body. That is Darkrai. It is the most beloved of all my Pokemon. Go on, Darkrai. Invite this hero-fixated child to your world of darkness. I don't know. Gao ga 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 gi. Don't know. Ranger, go into the world of darkness. I'm not doing any more Wheeler. Helen! Ooh, I made it back in time. That attack sent me flying to the Vane Forest Lookout Ridge. The guy with the snack cart and his mom had to wake me up. Oops, I can leave that part out of the story until this is all done. Here, I got here late, but I'll make up for it now with an all-out effort. Helen, let me have the yellow gem. I'll join up with Sven and Wendy now. Let's be safe, both of us. Blasted Rangers. I'll make you regret ever having taken up arms against me. The Incredible Machine actually has another level of power beyond free. The forbidden level. Level Dark. Hey, Mr. President, sir. Not that. You mustn't do that. You've said it yourself. There's no telling what level Dark will bring about. But, boss, even me, I'm not following you anymore. No, I cannot. There are four things. This is it, Level Dark. The forbidden power only known to the infinity that is dark. My Darkrai, your age has arrived. But there's a job you must first complete. Swat down the annoying plus flying overhead. Yikes! Mr. President, help! Darkrai? What is the meaning of this? Stop it! Stop this at once! Mr. President! Mr. Wheeler, no more. I don't want this. I'm going home to the country. Eve, wait! Stay, I can make you the next president. Don't go! Welcome to your now waking nightmare. Darkrai, what are you doing? The ranger is that way. Stop this, Darkrai. Don't pull me into the darkness, Darkrai. Stop, please. No! Yeah, no, I'm no professional. Ranger, save me! Darkness, spreading around the tower. I can't see the shadow crystal anymore. Darkrai, Kellen, and everyone else are in that darkness. Kellen, can you hear me? What's happening down there? Can I walk down? The Darkrai's shadow blocks the stair. That means there's only one place to go. Mr. President, where Wheeler is help. Wheeler, you where? I only dark can't see. Wheeler, what is up? Down, can't tell. Awful. Is this nightmare? Please, Ranger, help. Help. The looming darkness. Darkrai. Okay, I don't remember this part at all. I wasted a Pokemon. This portion of the fight's scripted. That's right. I forgot this portion was scripted. Take me back 5 seconds ago. The Darkrai has closed up its mind. It's gathered darkness here. Visibility is down to 0. Is that Darkrai defending the Shadow Crystal? We can't get close to the Shadow Crystal like this. Our Staraptor are getting tired. Is Kellen alright? I want to help, but I can't. Darn it. The operation a failure? What? Hey, the gems. The gems started to shine. This is the same as those pendants. It's as if the light is searching for something. The three colored gems and the three beams of colored light. They are reacting with Kellen's style. The light from the three colored gems poured into Kellen's styler. The three tiny shards from the pendants and the styler became infused with power. Wonder what that means for this time. Oh, I'm at full energy. And now we get some really cool graphic. Okay. Ow! Not worth it. And there's Darkrai captured. The drops are the worst part of this. Ah, Darkrai. Group's dark, Pokeus' dark, area move dark power. Sends gusts of dark wind and lets loose dark pulses to attack. Still only in A rank. If I did a charge capture, sure it would have probably worked. The darkness is lifting. We can get close to the Shadow Crystal. Operation Brighten is on again. Not the hardest thing. Honestly, not the hardest encounter. Honestly, I wanted to say the Heatran encounter was the hardest. I kind of had no Pokemon. Back to level 1. It's it's so bright. Maybe I'm alive? Mr. President, you saved me? Saved this wretched Wheeler? Where where am I? Am I alive? Or have I all true? Yes, this is all true. I was caught up in a terrible nightmare. Ah, you finally awoken from your nightmare, it seems. Is that not so, Blake Hall? What you experienced isn't the only nightmare you saw. You've now awoken from the nightmare you've lived for so many years. I have something here that I must return to you. It's Breton Hall's diary. That's right, your father's diary. We managed to restore it. If you allow me, may I read some of it aloud? Very well. X month, XX day. The oil reserve is that, down to half that of last year. I fear for the future of Almia. Today, several mysterious black stones were unearthed from the drilling. They were unlike anything I had ever seen. They shone with a dark, alluring light. I felt something stir in my heart in response to its fascinating darkness. The next page is roughly 6 months later. Finally, we discovered a gigantic specimen of the Dark Shard, this Shadow Crystal. However, it is guarded by a Pokemon that is like darkness itself. Though we can see the Shadow Crystal, the Pokemon keeps us at bay. We have no choice but to make do with the small dark shards we can collect. They will allow us to continue with our studies on Dream Energy Source. Today also happened to be my only child, Wyatt Hall's 13th birthday. But because I came so enthralled with studying the crystal, it slipped my mind. I feel bad for having done my son, Wyatt, wrong. Who is this child, Wyatt? There's an entry exactly 1 year later. Today, my only son reached his 14th birthday. For my wife's protestations, I changed my son's name from Wyatt to Blake. We, my son and I, held a ceremony near the Shadow Crystal for changing his name. We dedicated my son, who will lead All True Inc. to the Shadow Crystal. In return, let the Shadow Crystal's incomparable flower flow to my son. May the Shadow Crystal and Blake lead All True to glory. This entry comes 2 years after Blake's renaming. It's not even dated anymore. I realize now I made a terrible and terrifying mistake. The Shadow Crystal, over 1,000 of years, absorbed negative feelings. It took in the darkness from the hearts of people and stored it as energy. My only son, Blake, has become trapped in its infinite darkness. My own son, who drove me from All True Inc. to become its youngest president, Blake Hall, no, Wyatt Hall. My son, I promise I will save you. For the rest of my years, I'll do everything I can to free you. The diary ended with that entry. Of course, it also contained a wealth of information on other matters. For example, it described the secrets of the red, blue, and yellow gem. It also covered the ancient legends of Almia in great detail. While we failed to decipher the whole thing, the diary was extremely important. After all, it made Operation Brighton possible. As to the 3 colored gems, you heard about them from your father, didn't you? Isn't that correct, President Wyatt Hall? Wyatt Hall, my real name. Just as you said, my father told me the secret of the 3 gems. But by then, I was already enthralled by the Shadow Crystal. All I could think of was how to remove the Darkrai guarding it. You see, I founded Team Dim Sum to collect the small dark shard, but that approach is simply insufficient. The Rangers managed to gather the 3 gems that eluded my father. Those 3 gems awakened me from my long nightmare. Operation Bright. My father finally got his wish to save me today. Blake. No, that's Wyatt. You must make amends for your criminal past. When things settle down, you're due for some questioning. Escorts have arrived from the Union and are waiting in front of all troop building. Can you walk out on your own? You're not dressing me up. You're allowing me to walk out of here on my own to meet the escort? Thank you. I'm grateful for your kindness. Helen, we've rescued Isaac from captivity. Don't worry about him. But boy, without his cooperation, I doubt the operation would have succeeded. Rangers and all the Union staff, including the operators, researchers, and all others. Isaac and all the people who provided us with information. All of you who love Pokemon, you made this victory possible. Your intelligence, courage, and passion solved the biggest crisis in Almia's history. Truly, you've all gone far beyond the call of duty. The day has been transformed from All Truth's birthday to one of celebration for all of Almia. Let me finish with my usual words spoken in the best of spirit. That's it for Operation Brighton. Mission clear! Incidentally, you 3, you don't seem to have the 3 gems. What became of that? They're still circling the now encased Shadow Crystal. Look, they don't look like they're suffering anymore. The Pokemon are returning to their usual selves. I see the normal bee barrel out in the upper left. Oh, look! The dark cloud over the tower has cleared. Oh yeah, so it has. What a gorgeous dawn. And now the song that they actually wrote is now an actual song. Actually makes sense. Where they're playing The Legend of Vantanage. Well, guess what? Finished it that way. Woohoo, yeah, the Go Rock Quads rule. They're perfect for this hot and sunny Almia's new memorial day. Carlo, thanks for rescuing me. The way you shouted target clear and punched out the beam generator. Its simplicity made it cool. My big brother says he's taking a holiday today. He said he would play with me all day. That's great. I'm glad for you, Melody. Uh-oh. Barlow's sprung a leak. In spite of his look, he's famous around the Union for crying easily. Hey, Kellen. Do you remember the day we met? When the Bidoof got away from Janice and ran loose in the schoolyard? That time I beat you in how many Bidoof we rounded up. Ever since then, though, you were the one having bail me out. That's what makes me so glad I got to help keep you from that darkness. Like I finally got to pay you back just a little for all the help you've given me. People give help and are helped. That goes for Pokemon too. Everyone lives by helping each other. Don't think of it as what you owe others or what you are owed. Alright, 2 seconds. Had to change something. Don't think of it, well, yeah. By the way, this song. How about how the King of Almia fell into the embrace of darkness, and how the three princes in blue, red, and yellow drew together? It's just like this storybook my grandma used to read me when I was a kid. Helen, you look ready to fall asleep. I know you've pulled an all-nighter, but I got a mission for you. I'll only say this once, so listen good. You're ready for it? Go back home to Chicole Village and show your family you're doing well. And show them the world's one and only Vatanaj Stadler. This is your final mission from me. But you're not my leader anymore. I am a free top ranger. So this is the Memorial Lane. Portion, the end of the game. I'll go into how the fight with Darkrai is definitely one of the better endings. Welcome home, big brother. They say you saved the day. Hans, the newspaper reporter, came and told us. He called you a hero who saved Almia and Pokemon. That is so awesome. I knew that you'd come home this morning. It's a mother's intuition. That's why I prepared breakfast for you too. You didn't sleep a wink last night, did you? After you eat, go upstairs and have a nice long nap in your plush bed. Kellen. Welcome home. You never gave up, and in spite of all the adversity you faced. I'm so proud of you. One of the most dynamic sprite movements. For sure. Come in. Mom's made us some vegetable stew. Let's all dig in. Unfortunately, the player has to disassociate from the character. I do not care for vegetables. They're good for me, sure, and I'll eat some, but not my prep. And that is it for the main story of Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. And it was great to finally come back to this game after a couple years. Unfortunately, due to a certain situation, I ended up losing my original copy. It was never found originally. Lost it at a friend. But through some work, I did get a couple copy again, but haven't ever had the time to really play it. Because while I like this game, I do think the next game is easier and a little more fun in the actual gameplay department comparatively, but this one's still very fun, all things. And I will say, this is nostalgia speaking. Here in truth, this is my favorite of the game. And it still is. Despite of all the running around you have to do, this is definitely still my favorite. Now, granted, as I said, definitely nostalgia talking there, because this was, as I mentioned, my first DS. Well, I kind of wanted to play it again. One, it happened the OG DS was turned 20 last year. I got my DS like 2 years later for Christmas with this game, so I initially started this as a Christmas playthrough, and I ended up running through its own anniversary. I couldn't believe that, in all honesty. Definitely one of my favorite also Pokemon experience. The time we actually have to look at stuff on both the top and bottom screen. We got the record. So, for the field, 32,455 steps walked, 327 conversations. I have checked 265 targets. I saved 155 times. Number of Pokemon rides is 68. Most of them were probably Staraptor. Number of quests cleared is 40 out of the 60, meaning there are 20 post-game quests to do. Playtime. This is actually, can't say this is true, because you might actually have to go through the actual play stuff, but I'm pretty sure that playtime is screwed because I had to use a load from the Wii U gamepad for one part, because I did have to leave. In fact, you can still see said restore point sitting right there. I'm going to, for safety, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm not losing this save file. I mean, I'm planning on playing the game in full on an original card, just when I have 100% save file card. But I want to say that is closer to probably 30 to 60 hours. Because I did do some leveling off screen, but I'm not pretty sure 900 or 99 hours, 59 minutes is not correct, especially because it hasn't raised to 99 minutes yet. Or is it 99 minutes? Anyways, who cares? Captures. Best partner, Pachirisu, yes. There's no changing that. Pokemon captured, 909. Abandoned attempts, fled attempts, 77. Poke Assist used, 93. Capture line length is probably total number of times I've created the line, 363,723 feet. Oh god. I think that's only a mile, though. No, it's more than a mile. Is it 100 miles? Number of loops, 10,592. Current EXP is 198,100. Oh, my gamepad's dying. Saving data. Do not turn off the power. But for today's part, that is good enough to end the main story of Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. This, as I was saying during the ending, is definitely my favorite of the games. It's mostly nostalgia, but I think the next game is was made on the easier side. Does it have a lot of stuff that made it better? Absolutely. And I'm not denying that is Guardian Signs is a very good game, especially with those changes. Like, this game is better than a certain other game I feel is a little more archaic. Speaking of, do have my next game already lined up for once this game is done. It's actually not at... Wait a second. I'm just gonna mute the game audio, but I can continue talking. And just let the game screen go on in the background. My next game is going to be Guardian Sign. Now, the question is, will I be immediately starting it after this part? Or will I do the 20 so quests that are remaining? I might save the 20 quests for later. And come back to them? I mean, to obviously do them. But since they are post-game and not necessary, initially, I will be doing them off screen. They're only necessary for the one thing you can't do for this game anymore, and that is any of the side quests. The side downloadable quests. Which I have done a long, long time ago. I believe 2 of them had you capture Dialga or Palkia and... No, Regigigas. You had to catch Regigigas in Haruba Desert. I think Dialga and Palkia were the other 2, because this was still pre-Platinum. And you had to catch them in, I think Kia Valley and Boyle Volcano. Unless they were all Haruba Desert, which also kind of makes sense, in all honesty. And I think the other one was a Shaman, based one. The only one I never got to do because it was earlier than when I got the game was there was a Manaphy quest line for a Manaphy egg. Should you want that for your Diamond and Pearl. Though, last time I heard there is some games that still have access if you mess with the Wi-Fi settings. So, might be able to still get. But, I'm playing this on a Wii U. I doubt I'd be able to connect. We can see at a later point, but I doubt. But with that being said, that is officially it for today's stream. Thank you all so very much for joining me. Or, stream. This isn't Xenoblade X. Today's part. Thank you all so very much for joining me. Thursday might be the first 4 quest line of the quest, and I'll go for 5 more quests. We'll see. But the plan is to head into Guardian Science next, which... I'm going to do this right now. Swap to my be right back screen. That is used for other things. I am not going to be re-entering that at the moment. Okay, I can't show that. But yes, I do have Guardian Science on my Wii U console. Along with a couple other games that I will probably eventually get to. The only 3 not being got to are Fusion, Super Metroid, and Zero Mission. I've already played them all. Especially Zero Mission and Fusion. I've already played 2 times for this channel. I'm not playing them again. I love that. I especially love Zero Mission. In fact, I'm playing it again. But I'm not planning on playing it again. maybe I might go into a mystery dungeon. I do need to pick that Switch release for that one, but I'm pretty certain my next game is going to be Guardian. Um, the only question is when. That will be for a later time, though. Thank you all so very much for watching this part. I hope you enjoyed. If you like watching my content, either these style games or live streams, you can follow me here on Keldeo 6 Plays. I do have a couple older playthroughs of some other Pokemon games, some of them recent, and I still have to finish one. I do. I know. I still have to finish Violet. I'm taking my time though with that one because I did burn myself out on by trying to keep a kind of have one team for a thing rule. Teams need to be leveled and also have effort values. It's just one of those things. It happens. But yeah, know what? Uh, you're looking for live streams, obviously here on Keldeo 60 Plays. I do them occasionally. They do tend to be at weird, unusual times. Uh, and I also multi-stream all the way over Twitch as well on a Twitch page. Just Keldeo 60 there. I do enjoy playing games like this, especially reliving some childhood memories and maybe experiencing new ones. Because, well, looks at the PlayStation 2 that's been sitting unused for a couple months. I need to get back to Xenosaga 2. Why haven't I gotten back to it? Because I was waiting to actually finish leveling in that game. But currently, my other only remaining playthrough at this time is or still running playthrough currently. Technically, I have three. Uh, for the live stream series, I'm still finishing off Xenoblade Chronicles X. That is currently going live, as you may know, on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Typically try to start my parts on Wednesdays and Thursdays, if you know me, because my work schedule. Sometimes that doesn't always work. And I do try to have backup videos for that reason, which is where the second playthrough is in. I'm currently redoing Sonic Generations using the Sonic X Shadow Generations release of the game. I did Shadow Generations back in March and finished up right about the time Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition launched. So there's that. I was like 3 parts into the Sonic portion, which will probably show up again. At least part 3 should show back to at least put a leeway between Xenoblade Definitive Edition and Xenosaga. But yeah, if you're looking for if I ever, and I do tend to post over on my Blue Sky, Keldeo60.bsky or BKY. No, it's BSKY because it's Blue Sky. Dot social. Uh, do that there. Sometimes, occasionally, post pictures of animals or maybe pickups that I obtain over the course of the over time, such as say Mega Man Legends and Mega Man Legends 2, which I will probably eventually come around to as well. I know there's another game in that franchise that needs to get finished, and I also have to finish Final Fantasy. that game hurts. But I'll get to it. It's a little gonna might be a little easier now though with certain upgrades. But that being said, that is it for today. Thank you all so very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.